Hi everyone, welcome to the Parent Workshop for English 9. My name is Felicia Pusateri and I'm the teacher. The purpose of this short video is to just give you an overview of the course components and to welcome you. So let me start by introducing myself. Again, my name is Felicia Pusateri. I'm the teacher for English 9. I have been with Valley Oaks for 17 years and this is my 25th year of teaching. I love my job and I have found my home at Valley Oaks. We are a really unique program, school, parents, teachers, students. What we've created here is really something special. I've been at a lot of places and this truly is a unique program that I think we get really good results. So I hope that your experience has been, if you've been here before, or will be just as good as mine has been and as productive for your family, for your students. So welcome. Little note on our format this year. Obviously, many things feel unsettled. We don't have a lot of clarity and a lot of things right now. But I want to assure you that I will do my absolute best to give you and your student a great experience and hold some standards so that we can make progress and move your student forward in her learning or his learning. I want to share a little motto I had with you, started last quarter I shared this with the students and with myself, and just as a daily reminder, sort of a little mantra, was we are patient, kind, and flexible. And that really served all of us well because the high stress, the uncertainty of everything, lots of difficult things happening. And if we assume that we're all doing the best we can, which, I absolutely do assume every student, every parent, you're just trying the best you can. We don't know all the factors that play in everybody's life, every story that everybody has of what's happening. We assume you're doing the best, and we are patient and kind and flexible with ourselves and with each other. And I found that really helped make a good experience for everybody. So I want to share that with you and make sure you feel comfortable knowing that you're going to get a lot of support here. Okay. All right. So some basics. Again, this is just going to give you an overview. It's not going to give you a lot of details, this video. And that will come, the details for the courses will come through a couple of different areas. So let's go through this. My email is there. I choose to communicate, or the best way to communicate is remind for me. I'll send you a lot of messages. So please sign up for that. Follow those directions so that we can communicate. We can communicate in other ways, but that is the best way really to get fast communication. Your student will pick up a student resource guide, which is a green packet, and it's called the SRG Student Resource Guide. It has all of the information you need, so please look for that. A writer's notebook will be a spiral notebook, just a regular notebook that I provide for some of their writing, and then they'll have an Edge textbook. It's a hardback blue color, and then they'll have 2 workbooks for writing and grammar. And they will also have a CD, and that CD is important so that they can listen to the stories on audio. Okay. Next, this class is a general level class, and that means that your student scored below grade level in either the reading or the writing skills. And I wanted to put this up so that we could see where we all are. Okay, so the percentage of Kern County students who are meeting or exceeding, so they're where they should be or better for English language arts in Kern County. If we look at all grades down here, we can see that's only 38% of our students. So in the county, only 38% of our students are where they should be. All the rest are below where they should be. So that just means we have a lot of work ahead of us, all of us, the teachers, the students, the parents, to get those skills improved and where they need to be. Focusing on the essentials. So this is how will we do that? How will we achieve those goals? First is clear, coherent curriculum. So the curriculum we have, the Edge series, is really good. It is nicely organized. It's high interest. for the students, and I supplement with a lot of high interest assignments, and they have a lot of choice and give them a lot of agency in what they can do and study, and choices that they make to cater to their own specific interests. So we have a good program there. Sound instruction is the second part, and that is really just the direction, the direct instruction that they get, and that will be via Zoom. We're not sure exactly of the schedule yet, if there will be any in person or it will all be online, but whatever it is, we will have that dedicated direct instruction time. So really important to have your student participate in that and be engaged in that. And then the last element here is authentic literacy. This is reading, writing, speaking, and listening. So as I said, the students, many are below where they should be. And really what we need to do is just that practice. And a lot of students complain, I don't like to read, or I'm not a good writer, things like that. And really I just point out to them always, it's practice. We don't get good at something unless we practice. And to them, they just don't always make that connection. They know they're a good soccer player. Well, they go out and practice for 2 hours a day, or they're great at their video games and they're on their video games, hours during the week. But when it comes to writing or it comes to reading, they just want to say, I'm not good at it, or I don't like it. And without really giving, the practice that they give to other things. So I encourage you to have them read. They should be reading an hour a day minimum. They should be writing, as much 40 minutes, 45 minutes a day. To get those skills up. We've got to practice to get them there. This green resource guide, student resource guide I talked about, this is where all the specifics will be, all of the information about the course. So please go through that with your student, look through it, and then let me know if you have any questions. It will be the syllabus you'll find in this student resource guide that has all the information about the course. Expectations for the classroom, virtual and physical expectations if we do get to see each other. Really important for that is the direct instruction time for the students and for you to really take that, whether it's a Zoom session or whatever, however we do that, that you have the kids there, that the kids want to be there and engage. It's really hard to do it from behind a screen. I know that, but to really kind of reset their minds and say, this is school and this is what it looks like. I have to be there on time. I have to have all my supplies ready. I have to have my assignments done. I have to come prepared just like I would if I was going to the actual classroom. I have to have my camera on so that I can engage and ask questions and really be involved. We would never let a student sit in the classroom, off in the corner and put his head down and not engage at all. So we have to figure out how to be able to do that via online or via virtual. How can we get our students engaged? So that's where we're really going to depend on you to support that at home and encourage your student to be engaged and log on and do all of those things. In this SRG, you'll find technology codes. I'm trying to keep it at a minimum of how many applications we'll be using, and we'll probably add as the year goes on, but that will get you started with those main components. And there's some writing resources. It talks about plagiarism, which is an issue for our, particularly online. So much information is at their fingertips, and we need to make sure they know how to use those resources properly. And then there'll be some information about oral presentations. And all of these resources are posted in Google Classroom for you. Imagine we're trying to do a paperless class, basically. And so this green SRG, this packet that you're going to get, will be really one of the only things on paper that you'll get. But everything in there is also posted on Google Classroom. Okay. On Google Classroom, weekly agendas, and this will be your nuts and bolts of what do I do today? So your student will log on to Google Classroom, there will be an agenda there, and it will tell exactly what needs to be completed for each day, daily assignments. There's a home educator expectation section, and that will be for you. And really, we need you to support that, give that daily feedback. I need you to be able to access that Google Classroom at all times. You need to have that code and to get on and to be familiar with it. There is a section for you on that Google Classroom, Parent Resources. Grades, Here's how it's broken down. It's a weighted grade book. I really ask that you focus on growth, and grades are important, no doubt, but we really want to make sure that they're progressing, that they're doing their practice, and that they're studying, and that they're trying and engaging. If they do what they're supposed to do, you can see by the percentages, their grade will follow. But again, focusing on growth is important. Growth mindset is something I work with the kids on. It's really important that they understand this column over here, growth mindset compared to fixed mindset. And really, I'm just trying to teach them how to persist and embrace challenges and really learn from experiences and learn from criticism, not shut down. They're in a unique time, and there's a lot that they're going to have to get through. So really want to have that open mindset, not be afraid of things, just to jump in, and the grade, again, will follow as long as they are putting in their effort and their energy. Plagiarism, I talked about before briefly. This is just a unique time. Everything's at their fingertips for the kids. Plagiarism is when they use somebody else's words or work as their own. It's cheating. And it's really high right now in this day and age just because of technology. It's so easy for them to find anything they need and pass it off as their own. They're kids, and they'll get stressed out and panic and use something that isn't theirs just because they don't want to get in trouble. So we just have to make sure that we're constantly reminding them, supporting them, to do the right things and to use good practices. And I'll talk about this a lot with them. We do have turnitin.com, which is an application that the students use to submit their papers to make sure it is their own writing. Technology, listed a few of them, starts with their student Google email account. Everything goes from there in terms of the Google Classroom. So they have to have that all set up. Hopefully that's all working for you during the boot camp week. Remind is the way that we communicate on an app. And then the Turnitin is for the papers. Free choice reading, I ask that your students, like as I said earlier, high interest, let them read anything they want. We have a lot of books for young adults that are high interest. It's purely for enjoyment. And we really want to make that a habit if it's not already a habit for them. Again, that practice, they will be better if they just are reading what they want. So resources for that are on Google Classroom as well. Overview of responsibilities. I see this sort of as a three-legged table. If each leg is strong and sturdy, the table will stand. If one of them is broken or bent or not holding its own weight, then it'll topple over. So I list here basically what we need from all of us. So parent duties, you are the gatekeeper for them. You are that feedback. You are the supervision. You are the one who is making sure that they are okay. And then if they need help, they reach out and that they respond when we reach out. Student, we need that student to be organized and self-motivated and self-directed, engaged. My experience is that the students and parents are these things. That's why you're here at Valley Oaks. You want to be engaged. You want to be involved. You are somebody who is looking for that. So generally, as long as that's happening, we're good. And then my part as a teacher, I provide all the instruction. I provide the clarity, the directions. I am there for you to support you. I do the grades. I keep the grade book. And I really am a support for the many questions you will have. I like to say you will be confused, 100% guaranteed you will be confused. There is a lot here, but you will not stay confused, and you cannot stay confused. And the same for the kids. You just keep asking your questions, keep asking, keep engaging, and it will be clear as time goes on. So I look forward to working with you. I know this year will have its challenges, and I really believe that we can make it a great experience as long as we remember and be mindful of being patient and kind and flexible, and with ourselves and with each other. I know we'll have a great year. Look forward to working with you.